Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the 2022 Honda HR-V. For 2022 nothing was changed, so it's basically just a carryover from the 21. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood, they're going to be a 1.8 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that is connected to a CVT transmission. This engine produces 141 horses and 127 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 26 in the city, 31 highway, and 28 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2022 HR-V, and if you guys are interested in the standard features this one has, just go ahead and pause the video. The price before destination is almost 25,000. After destination it's 26,000. If you guys are curious about the color is called Platinum White, and it does look very good on this Sport HR-V, and this color is a $395 option, but honestly it does look very good with the gloss black on this Sport HR-V. If you get the other trims, you're not going to get the gloss black, and honestly the white goes really good with the gloss black. Coming to the front, I love the way how it looks. As I said, it is just basically a carryover, so for 2022 nothing was changed. And for the headlights, I think the design of the headlights look good. Not everything right here in the front is LED, so only the daytime running light is going to be an LED strip, and it is right underneath the turn signal indicators, the high and low beam, and it does have halogen fog lights. And overall I think the front end of this Honda HR-V looks very good. Not a big fan of the blacked out chrome. I really wish Honda made this black, a gloss black, just like the splitter in the front. Honda badge is nice and big, and around the fog lights I really like the design of this plastic piece. And as I told you guys, it does have a gloss black splitter. I think it does look very good, and it is very aggressive, so I really like what they did. Here is a side view of this HR-V, and the side view looks very good. And if you guys are curious about the ground clearance is 7.4 inches, and I think Honda did a great job with the gloss black. I love the fact that there is a gloss black side skirt, and around the wheels there is more gloss black. So seriously, the side view looks very nice, and it does have gloss black mirrors, but there is no turn signal indicator or blind spot monitoring system on this HR-V. The door handle for the back door is going to be located right there, and I really like what they did with the top portion of the door. So it is finished in the same color as the SUV. It's not finished in black, and it's not finished in chrome, so that's a really nice touch. I don't think I've seen that anywhere. For the rims, they're finished in matte black, and I think if Honda made them gloss black it would have been too much. The size is a 225/50/18, and the design looks pretty good on this sport trim. And this one does have some roof rails, but does not have a sunroof. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back of this HR-V. Here is the back of the HR-V, and the back looks pretty good. And the Honda HR-V and the Hyundai Kona are my favorite two subcompact SUVs. But here in the back, there's going to be a spoiler, and third brake light is LED. Shark fin antenna is located up there. It is finished in the same color as the SUV. Here is the wiper. The Honda badge is actually small in the back. HR-V is right on the left. Sport with the all-wheel drive badges on the right. And for the tail lights, they do look a little bit on the bigger size, but the turn signal indicators and the reverse, they're going to be halogen. The running light and the brake light, they are LED, which is nice. And it does have this blacked out trim here in the back. I think it does look good. I'm glad that Honda did not make it chrome. Backup camera is located right underneath that blackout trim. And for the bumper in the back, it is finished in gloss black. I think it does look good. I'm glad that Honda did not make it flat black. Would have been very cheap. Reflectors have a really nice design to them, and the exhaust tip is located on the right, and it is connected to the exhaust pipe, so there is no fake exhaust tips here in the back of this HR-V. Here is a key, very light, does have 4 buttons on it: lock, unlock, tailgate release, and a panic button. This button will not open the lift gate. Basically it's a button to unlock the HR-V to be able to open the lift gate. For 26,000, I really wish Honda made this HR-V with push to start and smart entry. Let's go ahead and unlock the SUV. and then there's going to be a button right underneath the Honda badge. As I said, guys, it does not have a automatic lift gate. There is a handle right here to close the lift gate. The opening is nice and big, and I love the fact that the floor is very low, so you could get things in very, very easy. And seriously, there is a lot of space in the back of this HRV. It does look very small from the outside, but from the inside it does look nice and big. There's going to be a halogen light on the left, a little bit of storage space on the left and right, and of course you could drop the seats down, but to be able to drop them down you have to lift this handle up and push them down this way. Let's see if I could do the same thing for the other one. And with the seats down, there is a ton of space, and as I said, the opening is very nice and big, so getting things in and out is very easy. Here is the front door panel of this HRV. Design looks okay, nothing too crazy. This whole piece right here is wrapped in cloth, and it is actually very nice and soft, so it is a padded cloth. The door handle feels nice and solid. It is finished in chrome. Window switches, mirror controls, everything looks good. The driver window is automatic up and down. This is wrapped in leather. It is nice and soft. Even this right here is wrapped in leather. It is soft as well. Plastic in the bottom, which is fine. A tiny bit of storage place, but for the size of this door, I really wish that Honda made the storage place in the bottom a little bit big. Speaker right there, and seats are very nice and comfortable. Design looks alright, nothing too crazy, but for a sport trim, I really wish that Honda did put some red stitching on those seats. I think it would have looked nice. And let's go ahead and move inside this HRV, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Honda HRV, and as I said, it is basically just a carryover from 2021. Everything looks good. The steering wheel has a really nice design to it. It is wrapped in leather, a little bit on the thinner side. It does not have a 10 and 2 grip, but I think the design style looks good. It does have a little bit of gloss black in the bottom, and it does have this kind of opening right here. It's not an opening, but it just has this like small tiny holes. So I'm not exactly sure why Honda did it this way. I really wish they made it a little bit bigger to be able to put your hand like in the middle to drive this way, because I know a lot of people love driving with their hand in the bottom of the steering wheel. But overall, I think the design looks good. You will have the voice command phone controls in the bottom, and on the left they're going to be the volume control source. This button right here will control the screen, the 7-inch screen. You could toggle through phone and I think music, but for some reason it's not working now. Gauges look good. I think Honda did a very good job with the gauges. They're very simple. The font is nice and big and very easy to understand. And on the right is going to be a small screen. You could click on this. You could toggle through the range and the MPGs, oil life, and a few other things. And right behind the steering wheel there is the paddle shifters. They're finished in gloss black. And on the left is the headlight controls with the fog light controls and turn signal controls, and on the right is the wiper controls for the front and back. AC vents look good. A little bit of gloss black around the AC vents. You could lock the vents by rotating this wheel. And right here there is the eco button, traction control. This button will reset the TPMS. And here is a screen. It is a 7-inch screen. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it does have a volume knob, back, menu, home. You could adjust the brightness by clicking this button right here. And here is the emergency light button. AC vents look pretty cool, and overall I think the design looks good, but definitely it is showing its age, so Honda definitely needs to change it. Right here in the bottom, the climate controls are very easy to use. Temperature, fan modes, and I like the fact that Honda used some gloss black. It just brings, it doesn't make it as cheap when using flat plastic. And by the way, here is the backup camera. Backup camera looks right, nothing too crazy. It is nice and wide. There's 3 modes you could toggle through. There is the down view, narrow and wide. And here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission in this Honda HR-V. It does have a little bit of gloss black right here. This is wrapped in leather, some chrome around the buttons and the shifter. And here is the e-brake brake hold, and there is a few buttons right behind the shifter. There will be the AC and the rear to defrost the rear. And as I said, it does have the e-brake right here, brake hold. And for the cup holders, I really like what they did. So you could just click on this, and that will brings this little thing right here. You could put a cup holder, like a smaller cup holder. But if you have a big cup holder, what you could do, you could actually push it down, and the cup will go all the way down. So I really like what Honda did. And there's another one right here as well. Click on it, it will bring it up. You could basically have those two things inside and have those up. You don't have to push them down like this. So I like what Honda did. And for the armrest, it's a little bit on the harder side. It is wrapped in leather, which is nice. And you could actually move it to the back. There is a tiny bit of storage place. And up here, the rear view mirror looks good. And it is nice and big, almost frameless. And this HR-V has halogen lights. And here is the visor. Visor is nice and soft, feels nice and solid. And there's going to be a mirror inside, but there is no lights. Here is the back door, and the back door has the same design as the front, and Honda did not cheap back here. So this whole thing right here is cloth, and it is padded just like the front. Here is the door handle. It is finished in chrome. The armrest is nice and soft, wrapped in leather. This whole thing is actually wrapped in leather, which is nice. Window switch, plastic in the bottom, an okay size storage place, and a speaker in the bottom. I think the speaker has a really nice design. And for the back seats have a good amount of headroom and leg room in this small SUV, and you could recline the seats. So I'm glad that you could recline the seats in this HR-V, but there is no armrest right here in the back. I really wish there was an armrest. In the bottom there is one cup holder, 112 volt, and that's how the front of this HR-V looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Honda HR-V. I would like to thank Tim and Executive Honda here in Wallingford, Connecticut for providing me this HR-V. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.